Namaste. My name is Shekhar. Today I will be talking about the 10 tips, the tips to learn English language. Well, the first tip is that what is the motive? Why do you want to learn English? What is in it for you? Anybody, why would they learn any language? Say for example, why am I not learning German? Why am I not learning Sanskrit? Why am I learning only English? Because there is a reason. I definitely want to know the reason. Like, what is the benefit in it for me? Unless I am benefited, I am not going to learn. So, what is the benefit? So, as a learner of English, you should know, like, why are you learning English? Are you learning it for a purpose of a job? Do you want to travel to some places like Bangalore and then want to speak to some people? Do you want to impress people? Or do you feel like English is a prestigious language and hence you wanted to learn it? Why? Why exactly do you want to learn English? Number two, you should know as a learner what are your interests. If you ask me what is my interest, I would say Kabaddi is my interest. Cricket is my interest. Any sports and games for that matter. Watching English movies is my interest. So similarly, what is your interest as a learner of a language? Knowing your interest. Say, imagine if you want to learn English and your interest is cricket. You will listen to cricket commentary, football commentary, any games commentary and pick up many words out of it. Similarly, know your interest. Say, if you are a girl or if you are a woman, your interest would be varied. Your interest might be cooking. In that case, you know what are the favorite recipes which you like to cook. Go to YouTube, just type kinds of recipes, and you find people explaining about various recipes in English. And that's how you are going to be benefited. You will pick the words. When you pick the words, obviously that is stored in your mind and you use it when you want to use it. So tip number 2 is try to know your interests. Your interests. After knowing your interests, try to watch it. Number 3, skills. Most of us are confused. Like, where do I start learning English from? Many of them say, you have to start learning grammar first, only then you learn English. No, this is absolutely wrong. Of course, there are many other approaches, but my approach today in our tip 3, our approach is skills, right? What are skills? Listening, speaking, reading, writing are called as skills in English, right? So, you listen to maximum English. These days we have podcasts, movies, serials, web series, audiobooks, newspapers, magazines and novels, right? So internet has become a great source for you. Those days when we were students, we had only one source and that was radio news. That was Indian radio, like All India Radio News. That was the only source for us. But now you have enormous channels and YouTube is a very good resource. So listen to the podcast, watch movies, watch any series, web series. There are top web series in English. And whatever is your interest, pick out any web series and start watching it, right? And there are also audiobooks. So you listen to more number of words in English and then you slowly start speaking and reading and lastly the writing. I'll take this tip 3 as a little later, which covers skills, right? And do remember our tip 4 is bank. Say for example, how much amount do you have? We'll check our accounts and then we will say some 10,000 rupees or say some 5,000 rupees. Or somebody asks you, can you give me some loan? Then you check your PhonePe or Google saying that what is the amount which I have got. Similarly, in order to speak English, in order to have good English, you should save your words. You should, have more number of words, and only then you can speak good English, pick up more English. Reading and listening. Try to understand listeners. Reading and listening. Read whatever is possible for you, starting from newspaper, magazines, etc., etc. Read whatever you want. And then listening. Listen to news, listen to podcasts, listen to cricket commentaries. What is your interest, as we were discussing? And then slowly start speaking. Slowly start speaking. Try it out with your friends. Good ones, who just laugh and take it very easy when you speak English. Start speaking with them. And lastly, start writing some sentences, some texts, some messages in English. Send some messages. Today, if you send some 2 or 5 sentences in English, tomorrow you try to send 10 sentences, and keep texting more. So focus on skills. The more you listen to, the more you read, the more you acquire, right? And then, after you have some words with you, after you have particular words, people are in confusion saying that, where shall I start? You have already got good number of words to communicate. Now, when we say communication is of 2 types, verbal and non-verbal, right? So, when I say verbal, okay, so when I say communication, usually, let us take animals. Do they have language? Maybe cats have language saying meow. Maybe dogs have language saying bow bow. But do all the animals have language on this earth? No, perhaps. So how do they communicate? They communicate non-verbally, just by body language, signs and gestures. Right? And if you look at the researchers say that most of the language is communication is communicated through bodily expressions, gestures. Language is not the only source of communication, but it is a major source of communication. So we need to focus on only conveying the message. Let me give you an example. In one of the schools when I was visiting, the child said, it suddenly started raining, and the child said, so in one of the schools when I was visiting a school, one of the child suddenly said, rain is falling. So I looked at the sentence. The sentence is wrong, grammatically not correct, but the child has communicated the meaning, right? So our intention right now is not to look at the grammar. In the beginning stage, it would not be possible for us to have a grammatically correct sentence. So your intention is only to communicate. Are you able to communicate the message which you have in your mind, right? So initially focus only on communication and do not look for grammatically correct sentences, right? And then what you do not translate. Okay, the moment you translate, what happens? You try to have your mother tongue in your mind. You will try to translate each and every word. Perhaps your mother tongue and English is not the same. So this translation doesn't help you. Slowly you will lose interest. So do not try to translate each and every word or each and every sentence in English into your mother tongue, either from your mother tongue into English, because the language will lose essence and you don't feel it's a good or proper English, right? You will lose the fundamentals. You will lose, out of all this, you will lose the interest, and you will not be able to communicate. And hence, do not translate it where the essence of the meaning of the language will be gone, right? Our next tip 7, is start practicing correct sentences. Now you have become started fluent enough in English, you are able to speak a sentence, and or two you are able to speak about for about 5 minutes, but you are unable to speak grammatically correct sentences. So now it is time for you to focus on correct English. How do you correct? You correct it looking at the tenses. You start from tenses, because from tenses, the structure of the language starts, and so subject, verb, object, etc. So you can start focusing on tenses. Take a test on tenses. How good are you in tenses? Then you will come to know what sentence are you able to frame, where are you going wrong. Similarly, direct, indirect speech, active, passive voice, and lastly come to prepositions, simple, complex, compound sentences, phrases, etc., etc. Enormous, innumerous grammar examples, and start with tenses, because you are a beginner. Maybe few of you are in the intermediate stage as well, right? So start with tenses, direct, indirect, active, passive voice, and lastly prepositions and other grammatical items, right? And tip number 8, keep a record or a notes. When I say keep a record, you should have a notes to test yourself. What have you learned today? How much time are you spending? Right? Try to spend the same amount of time which you spent yesterday. Say same amount of time every day, right? If you have enough time, it is better, but try to spend same amount of time every day. Few people with great enthusiasm and excitement, what they do, they spend 1 hour on the first day, and 5 minutes on the second day, and by the third day they will lose the interest. No. See, you should be realistic in having the goals in your mind. How much time is possible for you? How much time can you spend in learning English every day? Even if it is 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it doesn't matter, but stick on to the same timing every day and keep a notes, make a record of what you have done every day, right? Tip number 9, most important, test yourselves. Today, during this pandemic time, government has given some tips to test whether you have corona or not. Checking the temperature, putting thermometer, oximeter, pulse, checking the oxygen levels, checking whether you have lost the taste, whether your neck is paining, etc., etc. So you have to check yourselves, how much have you improved every day, every week, every month, or how much ever time. Say 45 days you can spend. So every 5 days, test yourselves. How much have you learned, right? Tip number 9 and most important, these days, Google Devo Bhava. If you have a mobile, if you have internet connection, if you are affordable for 2 GB every day, if you have a proper mobile, smartphone and internet connection, Google is there to help you. It's a wonderful friend. We are fortunate to have technology. We are fortunate to have internet. Thanks to Jio, thanks to internet sources, that mobile has become a very good friend for all of us. The moment you wake up every day, what do you check? You check for mobile, not for anything else. Those days are gone. After waking up, looking at the card, no, you will check where is your mobile. So it has become a very good friend. What is that you wanted to do in your mobile, right? If you have a doubt, you can Google it. You can watch movies, you can watch web series. It's a very good source for listening. It's a very good source for recording your own videos and sending it to your friends in English, right? It's a source for reading, and it's a source for texting, mails, and writing as well, right? So that's tip number 10, and let me revisit all the tips to you all once, right? Tip number 1, what's your motive? How do you get motivated? By watching movies? What is your motivation? Is your motivation getting a good job? Is your motivation traveling? Number 2, interest. What are your interests? Parallelly, interest on one side, and then you are going to check the same thing, Google it, and then good recipes, watching matches in English, right? And then, focus only on skills. Do not focus on grammar in the beginning, right? As much as you listen to, your brain is like a power bank. You store it, good number of words, you listen to it, and then you keep storing it, right? So listen to more number of audio podcasts, videos, movies, etc., etc. Then focus only on communication. The message which you have in your mind, are you able to communicate it? Do not focus on grammar right now. And then over a period, after 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, right? Sometimes you tend to translate, do not translate, right? And then when you want to correct English, start from tenses and slowly move on to the remaining grammar items. Have a notes, have a record for yourself, keep checking it every week, every day, every month, etc., etc. And your good friends, your internet, mobile are very good resources. Make use of technology. Thank you very much. I'm sure this video will benefit, you will be benefited watching this video. Thank you. Namaste.